Welcome in, everyone. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is the 1-year anniversary stream of All in the Charts. Hard to believe I've been doing this 1 year. If you appreciate the content, make sure that you engage for the sake of the YouTube algorithm so my channel can continue to grow. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and make sure you click that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday. Dear God, Todd, I think you may be a whale. I think I may have a fanboy who's a whale. I think that's what's going on. Todd, I can't express enough appreciation. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Cripes, Todd. Thank you so much for the support. And Greg is coming in hot and heavy with a $10 super chat, or as I like to call you, Greg, Black Oil, given that was a nickname of another Greg. Of course, that story goes back many streams ago. Thank you for the super chat as well. Super chats are never expected, but always appreciated, guys. I really excited to be here for today's edition of All in the Charts. Format's going to be a little different typically than what we do. It's going to be quite a bit different. Really wanted to make today's episode engaging, fun, something cool to do for us nerds. And what I'd like to do, let me see if I can bring this up here. I'm going to write some notes down here, but if you guys had a chance to read the description that I had in the content. So here's what we're going to do today. First, let me share what the format typically is on a Thursday. Typically on Thursday, it's TA Q&A, right? We're going to shift that to tomorrow. We'll try to do some sort of a combination of TA Q&A, and I will cover the charts going into the weekend. All right, but today is the Crypto Tournament of Champions, all right? The rules are in the descriptions. You guys are going to select the participants. Now, the participants that are going to square off one another, and this is purely based on technical analysis, I am going to pit these individual projects against one another from a TA perspective, and each round, obviously, there'll be a winner based upon which chart or which project from a technical analysis perspective, in my opinion, is stronger. Doesn't matter what my fundamental beliefs are, okay, or yours. Now, the only rules are as follows. Number one, all of the projects that you guys select have to be between 11 and 250. And then number two, I need at least 1 year of price data. Don't give me something that has even 6 or 8 or 10 months. It has to be at least 1 year of price data. With that being said, I want you guys to start dropping who should square off against who. So, Greg, how long has Tao been out? Has it been out for at least a year? That's my only question, because I knew Tao was going to get brought up, as it should, because it is a very strong chart. All right, keep it coming, guys, because I'm going to pick these guys to square off. I'm going to write down who is against who, and we're going to get at this in a moment. Oh, Greg, Tao is in. Tao is in by the skin of the teeth. So, all right, awesome. And I'll tell you what, Tao is going to be a tough one to beat. I will say that. Okay, so Tao is number one. Let's see. Get this damn microphone out of my face. All right, so we're going to have a 2, we're going to have a 3, we're going to have a 4, we're going to have a 5, we're going to have a 6. This is a hell of a lot more fun than what I was working on at work. I will tell you that. All right, we got Tao. What else do we have here? Donkey, welcome in. Jorge. NXRA. Is that in the top 250? Jorge, you clearly need to read the description of today's live stream. Doesn't qualify. Let's fucking go, Oof. Drop me a chart, Oof. What do you got? What you got for me? Guys, keep the comments to the charts here that we're going to chart out. Jorge clearly hasn't gotten the message. All right, so we got Tau, we got XEP. I'm not familiar with that project. What the hell is XEP? Guys, how difficult is this? I know everyone here is smarter than this. Market cap ranking 11 to market cap ranking 250. 884 doesn't count. Unless you're telling me that, because maybe we should use CoinGecko, because I know Coin Market Cap can be pretty screwy sometimes. So let's check this again. Oh Christ, this takes so fucking long to load. I don't know why. All the fucking time. Give me a second. Gotta disconnect the VPN. All right, so is XEP Electra Protocol is ranked? Where's the market cap ranking? Why am I blind? 1,094. Yeah, guys, come on. Stick to the 11 to 250. H-bar, I'm glad somebody... I was hoping somebody was going to bring up H-bar. A fellow H-barbarian. Okay, so we got Tau and H-bar so far. Keep it coming. The graft. Can we get a graft update? Guys, read the description in the live stream. Please, for the love of God. XL. Okay, Chris is being very specific. By the way, forgot to do this at the top. Cheers, everybody. This is the 1-year anniversary of All in the Charts. Been doing this shit 1 year, every single weekday. And in all seriousness, I want to give thanks to every single person who has supported this channel. It really does mean a lot to me. I put a lot of work into the content, so it's nice to hear from people that it's very well received. Doesn't matter to me that I have a small community. To take a serious moment before we start taking more tokens here, what matters more to me than the size, what matters to me more than the size is, whoa, no. Let's continue that conversation. What matters to me more than the size of the community is the extent of the impact that I have on all of you. So thank you so much. Chris is being specific. He wants XLM versus Caspa. I can do that. Is it A0? Is that AER Aerodome? You guys, some people are just not understanding what the rules are. Either that or people are trolling me. I don't know. Now, see, and this is why I get annoyed with CoinMarketCap, because sometimes it doesn't list the rankings appropriately. All right, Arrow. So does it have at least a year of price data? Let's take a quick look. I'll ask you guys to, I would ask you guys to spot check me, but I should check. Arrow. Let's see. This project sounds familiar. It's probably listed on Coinbase very late, right? Well, it has a year. No, it doesn't. Does this have a year of price data? Remember, guys, these charts have to have a year of price data. I'm not seeing anything. No, this doesn't have a year of price data, so this is not valid. Nope. All right. So far, I just have Tau, H-bar, XLM, and CAS. I need 4 more. ACH, that's a good one. Casper, no comment. We'll just chart it. Quant, I'm taking these in order, by the way. So whoever was quickest. I'm not playing favorites here. Quant, what's after Quant? Velo. What's everybody drinking this evening? I wasn't planning on drinking at all, and then I was like, well, fuck that. It's the 1 year anniversary. How can I not have a drink to celebrate 1 year? Of course, that does mean I'm not going to drink tomorrow, though, because I don't drink in excess. I don't want to have too many days during the week where I'm drinking, so that means I will not be drinking tomorrow. Okay, so that's not top 250. I can't do that. Vet. All right, guys, we got our 8 contestants here. So we got Tau, H-Bar, XLM, Cass, ACH, Casper, Quant, and VeChain. This is gonna be interesting. And thank you for the well wishes here. I see the notes kind of coming in here, people saying hi, and I don't have time to kind of comment on everyone here, but I do see your names, and it does mean a lot to me that you guys are sharing some love in the comments. I really do appreciate it. So let's get down to charting. So we've got 8 contestants here, and I'm just going to do this in order of how they were given to me. That's how we're going to do it. So it's going to be Tau. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one, guys. Tau is squaring off against H-Bar. XLM is squaring off against Cass. ACH is squaring off against Casper. And Quant is squaring off against VeChain. All right? So 1 and 2, whoever wins that matchup will proceed forward and face 3 and 4. And then 5 and 6 will square off and face 7 and 8. And then we'll just keep whittling it down from there. All right, so let's pull up a chart of Tau. Now, before I get in here, it's very important that everybody understands I am not playing favorites here. I am going to show you exactly what I see in the charts and which chart for me and why is strongest. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. So we're going to start off in a weekly time frame on Tau. You can see here, I mean, we have beautiful momentum, higher highs, higher lows. We hit new all-time highs this year. Now, this is a newer project. There isn't as much price data as there would be for H-Bar. But in general, the structure here is looking very, very bullish. On the higher time frame here on the weekly and the, 2-week, there isn't enough price data. Let's go to like a 5-day. We might come down here and consolidate more towards... We could come down here a little bit. I mean... Yeah, I mean, if there's any more downside in this thing, it's not much. So I would say overall the USD pairing looks phenomenal, but I also want to, one of the considerations for these charts, guys, is going to be how strong the pairing is compared to Bitcoin. Because one of the basic premises that you have to understand is if you have a strong altcoin, like let's say you decided to buy a newer token that is expressing a lot of strength. Oh, I don't know. You decided to, let's say, accumulate WIF in the 240 to 260 range. And you looked at the Bitcoin pairing and it was strong as well compared to the USD pairing. You're overall in a better project. Because it means that your project is appreciating more significantly in value as compared to Bitcoin. All right, so taking a look at... Come on. Okay. So taking a look at Tau here against Bitcoin as well. I mean, again, you're seeing nothing but higher highs and higher lows in here. It's just an extremely strong chart. There isn't really a lot of TA to do here. This is a very formidable chart. We're in new all-time highs. We've built nothing but higher highs and higher lows. 2024, we've had upside from $200 all the way up to $720. I mean, we've already pulled almost a 4x this year. Or we have basically pulled a 4x. Now let's pull up H-Bar. I'm super familiar with H-Bar, guys. I'm just going to pull up the H-Bar BTC. That's where we're going to start. So when you're looking at the H-Bar BTC, no matter how nice this accumulation looks, what this chart says in general, that is since 2022, H-bar has done nothing but go down against Bitcoin. So it has depreciated in value relative to Bitcoin. Obviously, Tau has a much stronger chart compared to that. Now, the one thing that I do like about H-bar over Tau is that we have a lot more price data, okay? Now, while we're seeing weaker price action in generalities, okay, we haven't gone up as high. We've only done like a 2x here, and we haven't even broken all-time highs. The one thing I would give a notch over Tau, and it's a byproduct of how much price data there is. There's areas of price confluence to the left, so it's a lot easier from a charting perspective to know where your areas of resistance and hypothetical support are, because you have price confluence to the left. Hands down, no question, the stronger chart is Tau. I mean, just all around. So Tau's going to win this matchup. So we're advancing Tau. All right, next up, the XLM fanboy, Chris Daly here is a XLM fanboy. He wants to go up against Cass. Chris, I'm sorry to say, I think this is going to be a pretty quick one. This is going to be a pretty quick, because again, I'm already familiar with the charts here. So what do we see? You can see I love this Raging Bull indicator from Tony. Let's go to the 2-week. Now, the one thing I like about XLM, it is going to have significantly more price data than Kaspa, okay? But here you can see, if we look at its performance since 2023, we've pulled even under a 3x. And right now we're sitting at basically a 2x. We're well underneath all-time highs. We essentially double topped here. I mean, I would just call this like a double top. So we need to show some strength and get well above $1 if we want to see some true strength within this chart, which I think is entirely possible. I could absolutely see XLM well north of $1 by this year, as hard as that is to believe. You know, and I'm very familiar with the BTC pairing. The BTC pairing on XLM is not good. Now, for the purposes of time, we're not doing additional comparisons against Ethereum and Solana. We're just comparing against Bitcoin. But you can see, similar to H-bar, what has been going on here since 2000, really, in 21, just in this downtrend, right? We have not broken out from this falling wedge, even though I love this setup here because you have bullish divergence. I love the setup on this chart. But you can see, oh, this is Bittrex. Oof. Same thing. I mean, this makes it look even worse, actually. So you can see that XLM is depreciating versus Bitcoin. It's done nothing but depreciate. Now, if we pull up Kaspa, I think Kaspa is going to make pretty quick work of this, Chris. So if we pull up the Kaspa chart, you can see since 2023, this is just the weekly. I mean, we've just been going parabolic. This chart, this is the most beautiful chart, one of the most beautiful charts I've evaluated in the space. It's going to be interesting, the next matchup we're going to have, what Tau's going to be facing here, because that's going to be a tough one. So if we go to the CAS BTC chart, you guys can clearly see here, we were just looking at this. If you've come to the channel a lot, you guys know, I mean, you're in my opinion, your opportunity to be reaccumulating Kaspa right now, is right now. And you will be kicking yourself hard for not doing it. Again, I've heard the saltiness. I've seen the saltiness. You can't debate. This is a much stronger chart than the XLM BTC chart. So we're going to give the nod to Kaspa. Kaspa is moving on to face Tau. That's going to be a tough one. All right, let's look at ACH and Casper. Not Kaspa. We're going to take a look at Casper. Now, I've been having some fun with the Casper community because I do own a little bit, and it's been pretty pooptacular, right? So if we take a look at the Casper chart here, guys, look, this has been the most underwhelming asset in my portfolio. Okay, this has done nothing. In fact, very, very disappointing price action because, and I'll show you why. This is the USD chart on the weekly. We broke this resistance. Now, what do I always talk about being strength? We come back. Here you can see further weakness. We went in here, and then we came up again. The true strength is back testing this resistance and creating support and springboarding off. This is like a limp dick, man. This thing is like a wet piece of toast. Limp dick, wet toast. This chart, I'm not saying we're not going to get some sort of a significant move up at some point. A rising tide lifts all boats. This chart looks like has turned into not good. Let's look at the Casper BTC pairing. Again, you got to love the people that will listen to like half the message and they won't. I mean, this is a horrible chart. You can see that Casper's been losing value ever since it ICO'd. So very, very, very weak chart. Very disappointing, to be honest with you. And you'll get the people that when this thing shoots up from 3 cents eventually to like 11 cents or like maybe 19. Okay, yeah, we did like a 2x or like a 5x, but all the meanwhile, everything else in my portfolio is doing extremely well and has appreciated far beyond what this thing has done. So you can't cherry pick a time frame. The fact is, if you look at the price action since 2023, this has been an extremely disappointing, underwhelming performing asset. Okay. Now, Casper is facing off against Alchemy Pay. Now, if we take a look at ACH, and I want to make sure to give the right context on the price data. So this is all the price data for ACH because it wasn't listed on Coinbase. Okay. Oh no, this is Coinbase. I wanted to show. Well, I guess it's not important for the sake of conversation, but I wanted to. Which of these charts has all the price data with it? I think it doesn't really matter in the context of the conversation. The whole point is on Coinbase, there's a ton of price action missing here where price bled down here and then did a rise up. This doesn't really give a full context on the chart. I did a video on this chart. I've spoken to the fact that I am expecting very large price targets to the upside. We have to understand that this whole movement here was really a wave 1. So the next movement up, and you're not seeing all the price data, the next movement up will be a wave 3. So it should be pretty large. That's going to take it well beyond 24 cents. My expectations is this goes well beyond 24 cents. The price action right now, this is a weekly. Let's take it off and just put it on regular candlesticks. Great price action coming in here. I love to see when we broke out of the falling wedge, essentially what I see in the chart here, this isn't my most current view of the price data. I have the wrong chart up. But regardless, I'm sort of seeing this right now, like a rounding structure, and we're starting to pull back here. Could be some sort of a cup and handle. So I like what I see on the USD pairing. Do I have an ACH BTC? I do. Okay. So let's see how strong Alchemy Pay has been relative to Bitcoin. So you can see this is more of a volatile asset, right? Lower market cap, more volatile asset. Sharp rise, fall down, rise in price, sharp fall down, a little bump up. So all in all, I would say, regarding the strength relative to Bitcoin, it's been losing value relative to Bitcoin, right? Ultimately, it's been in a downward trajectory. Since 2024, I do like that we've seen some appreciation against Bitcoin. That is good. The last asset that we just took a look at that this is facing off against that we're facing off against Casper hasn't shown any promise against Bitcoin, right? So you got to give the nod to Alchemy here. I mean, Alchemy is the clear favorite here. All right, so Alchemy is moving on. And now we've got Quant versus VeChain. Now, I'm very familiar with Quant. I know people have gotten salty about it. It's sort of stalled out. Probably should keep some of these charts up, right? Because I'm going to have to bring them up again. And I'm going to get into your comments in a moment here. Give me one moment. We're going to get through this matchup, and then I'm going to get to your comments. I'm curious if anybody's joining me for a drink this evening. Okay. So we have quant to start things off. Again, quant versus V-chain. So far, our winners are Tau and Cas. They're going to square off in the next round. And we have Alchemy Pay advancing over Casper by leaps and bounds. And now we're on to quant and V-chain. Okay, so looking at quant here. Now, in just assessing the USD chart on quant, even though, and this is what is one of the most challenging aspects I've noticed about being invested in this industry in crypto, you need patience. And you have a lot of people in this space. I think some of them are just very young investors and they get impatient, people that aren't very well versed in investing in general. So even though I agree with you guys, this is subpar price action. I'm not disagreeing with you one bit. But the premise of there being a massive move that I'm seeing to the upside, taking it well past new all-time highs towards, I believe I have a video out there. I think I put price points of $1,000 out there and higher. I think between like 900 and 1200, I think is what I have out there. I forget. But even though that's the case, and it's been, we're down relative to where we were at back here, still, if you look at the price performance relative to 2024, we are up at the moment about 45%. We are getting the higher highs and higher lows coming in here, right? Since we've broken out of this falling wedge, right? We've got a low here and we've got a low here. We have a high here. We just need to continue this trend direction up in the month of April and start breaking through 226. So I would say fair. On the midterm, low to fair, low fair, but high time frame, I like what I'm seeing here, and I see strong potential for well surpassing our prior all-time highs, okay? Now, if we look at the BTC pairing, let's ask the question how we've done relative to Bitcoin. Probably haven't taken a look at this chart in a long time. Guys, appreciate the engagement. I see a lot of thumbs up for the live stream, which I can't tell you how much that means to me. Thank you. Really weak performance here on the BTC pairing, no doubt about it. Now, this is one of the, I've evaluated enough of these charts to know the potential for, again, something like that. But at the moment, though, all we can do is, I can evaluate the chart and tell you what I see prospectively moving forward, which gives a balanced view overall, holistically, in terms of the strength of these charts. But we also have to take a look at the historical experience of the past year or two, and more, and in that respect, what we can see here is a lot of weakness. Yes, I do see. No, I don't even see a falling wedge here. Just a lot of weakness, maybe a broadening wedge, but a lot of weakness here. I'm not liking what I see here. So this is a fair, good long-term view. Not liking what I see there. Let's go to VeChain. I don't think I have a safe chart for this. Oh, I do. Oh, this is going to be rough. I charted this back in June of 2023. Okay, let's see what we got. Got a lot of resistance. Okay, so now one of the things I will illustrate here, I'm not going to update all these lines from red to resistance, green to support. Good to see a good turnout today, guys. If you're new to the live stream, feel free to drop a comment, introduce yourself. We're doing the Crypto TA Tournament of Champions. So far, the winners are Tau, Cas, ACH. And now we have a matchup between Quant and VeChain. So VeChain here, it's flipped. It's really having a nice 2000 and really run since September of last year. We've run from 1.5 cents all the way up to almost 5.5 cents. We've almost done a 4x. Nice work. And this is one that has a decent amount of price history too, which I really like. We've broken all these descending areas of resistance, which is great to see. I'm just going to take these out. If we take a look at how high we've gotten relative to how far we've fallen, we've come not quite to the 0.5 fib retracement level. Okay, so decent chart. I like what I see here in terms of you got the higher highs, you got the higher lows. It's looking decent. A nice rounding. I'm seeing this nice rounding bottom here. Looks like it wants to have some sort of an explosive move up. Let's take a look at VeChain versus VeChain BTC. We don't have that. Let's take a look at it on here. Losing value, not to the same magnitude of quant. I'll be honest with you, part of me likes this chart because I think it's just a matter of time until we see an explosive move, more than likely to the upside. In fact, you can even, I just think there's going to be an explosive move up here. So as ugly as this looks, losing value, I still think there's going to be an explosive move up. But if we go back to the VeChain chart, I do like how there's a base being created here. You see the base? I like how there's more price history. I'll be honest, I kind of like, as ugly as the quant BTC pairing looks, I'm going to give the nod to quant. So now which of the USD pairing charts do I like better? This is a tough one. Well, they just made it easy for me. Quant has had a stronger chart because we've hit a higher level than the 0.5 fib retracement level. This is a really close one. A close one? This is a really close one. I'm going to give the nod to quant. Giving the nod to quant. All right, guys. We are in round 2. I'm going to check the comments here real quick. We are going to have, I knew this was going to happen. We're going to have Tau squaring off against Caspa. That's going to be a tough one. And ACH squaring off against Quant. All right, what's everybody drinking? Everybody having a good time? We'll have to see, Greg. Lim Ghost Toast. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you very much. Key Espew. a new viewer. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry if I'm missing some of your comments here. It's a lot of comments. And I appreciate shut up. Evan, dude, love the passion. Appreciate you coming in here always, but the comments, man. I'm trying to go through and read everyone's comments, and when you got 20 comments, let's just try to tone it down a little bit. It helps me out here so I can get to everybody. You know, I wish that I went to Penn State University. Actually, I wish somebody would have given me a meme coin. Nobody gave me a meme coin. I wish someone would have given me a meme coin with enough price history. Of course, the only one that would fit into that context actually would have been probably Shiba Inu. But it would have been interesting if you guys would have given me a meme coin. I'm surprised no one gave me a meme, given that. You know, they've been running really hard. Whiff's having a hell of a... let me see. Look at this. Look at this. Breakout by Whiff. I just feel like I know what's coming for that token. That's just my gut instinct. All right, guys. Round 2. Round 2. We're going to do Tau versus Caspa. This is going to be a really good one. So... Oh, man. So, let's see. This is going to be a really tough matchup. I'm going to... Since hitting all-time highs, we have retraced About 32%. Let's pull up the Caspa chart. Tell you, ACH and Quant have their work cut out for them because Casper or Tau. All right, let's see here. Since topping out, Caspa has retraced more. So one of the things that I'm going to give the edge to and I like about the Tau USD chart is we have not had as deep a retracement, 32 as compared to 40%. Now, if we take a, because you guys, when you look at these charts, look, both are just beautiful, right? One edge I will give to Caspa, just actually quickly eyeballing this, we have much more price data on Caspa than Tau. So I do like the fact that there's more time that this asset has been in the market building the structure that it's building. Now, I'm just trying to walk you through logically how I'm approaching this. That's not to say that I have doubts that Tau is going to sustain the up move that we've seen and the strength. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we should have more confidence in Caspa from the perspective and lens of it being around longer. Same thing if you were to look at Bitcoin versus Caspa, right? Well, as confident as I am, because I put my money where my mouth is. I own a fuck ton of Caspa, in my opinion. So I have a lot of Caspa. So I have a deep conviction in it. But if I were to look at the price history of Bitcoin versus Caspa, the thing that Bitcoin has going for it clearly is it's been around a lot longer building all this market structure. So I give the nod to Caspa there. The other thing I'm going to give a nod to Caspa to, I love the symmetry more of this chart. This looks like a logarithmic normal curve of some sort. I mean, it's just beautiful. Versus this is a little bit more abrupt. And I don't know, maybe I'm not looking at all the price data because it just looks more abrupt to me. No, I'm looking at all the price data. So I would say, again, I give the nod to Tau in terms of how much it has showed strength in the face of a pullback. I give market symmetry as well as what was the other point, that it has more price data. I give that nod to Caspa. Now, let's talk about rates of appreciation as of most recently, right? So if we take 2023, let's take the low. Let's take its lowest point here in 2023. It looks like, I don't want to fuck up my math on the spot here, $30 to, yeah, I really don't want to fuck up. So since 2023, okay, at its lowest point into 2024 at its highest point, Tau has pulled a 25x. So now let's look at Caspa. Its lowest point in 2023, we'll use a similar time period. Because again, you could argue with me I should take the lowest time period in Caspa's history. If we did, Caspa would blow Tau away. But what we will do is we'll look at more recent price action. So that would actually be the lowest point in 2023. You know what? I'll actually try to make it more even playing field. How about since Tau was around? So Tau was around in February. So we won't look at January, which does not work in Caspa's favor. We will look here at the lowest point since February. Well, which technically would be back here, right? But we'll take, they both corrected in May. Let's just take this point here. So 1 cent all the way up to 20 cents, right? So it pulled a 20x. Debatably, we could say, I will say this, I feel kind of mixed because Caspa has outperformed Tau since inception. Caspa has outperformed Tau since the beginning of 2023 and when Tau was introduced in February or March of 2023. Absolutely. But since this correction in May, if we looked at since the lowest point in Tau up to the highest point, it has outperformed by a little bit. All right, so I give a nod to Tau there. Now let's look at the Tau BTC pairing. Again, not as much price data, I do love that I'm seeing some sort of a parabola taking place here. I think there's going to be a lot more continued upside, higher highs, higher lows. If we look at the CAS BTC chart, it's going to be a close one, guys. This is a weekly chart. Forget my expectations. Let's just focus on price action. Again, higher highs, higher lows, you can't debate. We're seeing similar strength that we see in Tau, right? Oh, this is a tough one. I think I know the right answer here, and I'm going to explain my rationale. Raghorn! I see a super chat coming in there. Let's fucking go! Thank you very much. No, Raghorn, we'll take a look at that tomorrow. Please check out the description in the anniversary edition, my friend. Thank you. Super chats are never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you very much. General uptrend here, higher highs, higher lows. I'm not being biased in saying this. I'm being honest with you guys, as I always am. I still love that there's more price data here, and I still love that there's better symmetry here. And maybe when we zoom out in years to come, and we're sitting right at support here. I mean, we're literally sitting right at support waiting for a bounce. I mean, you could still drop down quite a bit here and still be on market structure. Yeah, you could fall all the way down. I'm not going to measure it, but you could fall down. I am going to give the edge in Tau versus Caspa. And this is not because I'm a Caspian. I'm giving the edge to Cas. Now, why am I giving the edge to Cas? Because the only thing at the end of the day that I really like about the technical perspective of Tau over Cas, the only thing that I can really say, yeah, no, I mean, definitely more strength, is the pullback we've seen as of recently, okay, as of recently. Besides that, given the amount of historical data, given the market symmetry, the more logarithmic normal curve that I'm seeing here in the Caspa USD chart, as well as the BTC pairing, again, and you look at rates of appreciation since the inception, or you look at the beginning of 2023, I got to give the nod to Caspa. Got to give the nod to Caspa. So, Caspa's moving on, Greg. I'm sorry, my friend, but that is my honest-to-God feeling on it. If I felt differently, I'd be straight up with you. You know I am a man of integrity. ACH versus Quant. Again, we've assessed this Quant chart here. Got the higher highs, higher lows coming in. Let's look at the... this is going to be a tough one, actually. Let's look at the ACH chart. I love that we broke out of descending resistance. Again, on Alchemy Pay, there's all this price data to the left you can't see. So the chart's actually stronger than this because it had to rise up to here. It didn't fall all the way down here. But regardless, I think both charts, honestly, more immediate price action. I think Alchemy has a little bit more strength, obviously, behind it. But let's take a look at the fib retracement levels. Here we've managed to break the 0.5. Didn't Quant do the same thing? Oof. Yeah, we broke the 0.5. They're about at the same level on a retracement perspective. So this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Nice rounding bottom, breaking out of descending resistance. This is a really tough one. Now, one thing I will say about ACH that maybe I'd give the nod over quant. Thank you for everyone new tuning in and hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate the support, guys. One thing I will say, this top here is even with here. So we've come up essentially and done a perfect rounding bottom. Maybe consolidating here for a cup and handle. Here, we fell well short of it, right? 220, we bounced up to the 220 area. Here we only got up to the 150 area. Okay, so a little bit weaker. I will say this. One appealing aspect of the quant chart over the alchemy pay chart is the stability, the relative stability in the chart. As boring as it is, okay, we're still consolidating within a range. It's a lot easier in many respects to chart this project over alchemy. But this has come all the way back up to this area, taking it over the 0.5 fib retracement level again. Now, if we go to the ACH BTC chart, I do like that we're starting to create some higher highs and higher lows here. We're breaking out of descending resistance. I like to see that. Again, my recollection on quant BTC, this is one where, you know, there's a lot more. I think quant BTC is going to have a massive break to the upside, but it's a lot more to the downside, and it's even seems more erratic. It's just bleeding. We have no high, well, a little bit of higher highs and higher lows here. Another thing that I like about quant BTC, I can see that this relativity value made a higher high versus over here. This one, and again, this is where it sucks. I don't have all the price data, but I think it would still, I think the fact still remains. Still, we're forming lower highs here. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give the nod. I'm going to give a slight edge. I'm going to give a slight edge to quant. And the reason being is because there's a lot of metrics here we're looking at that are real close together. But the thing that does it for me is the relative stability that quant has in its chart. Even though it's boring, I like the fact that there is a higher level of stability within the price. So I'm going to give the edge to quant. All right, guys, so we are moving on to the final round. This is round 3. Quant edges out ACH. We are on to the final round of the Tournament of Crypto Champions. I've probably butchered that name so many times because I came up with it right before the live stream. What did I name this again? Hold on a second. The Crypto TA Champions Tournament. Okay, the Crypto TA Champions Tournament. Guys, we've gotten to the championship round. It is Caspa, and I'm sure Greg's salty about that. Christian, somebody actually dropped me a comment on what they're having to drink. Cheers! Now, Chris, what this means is if you're having a Tito's unsweetened tea and lemon juice, which actually sounds quite delicious, don't make Friday your drinking day. Take Friday off. Give the liver a break. Even if you're having one drink. I'm just having one drink. But give the liver a break. Let the liver heal. And then you come right back at it on Saturday. Or Sunday. Whichever day you prefer. But, all right, guys. Cheers, motherfucker. Cheers. The real toast, guys. Let me just share something for you before we get into this championship round here. This is fun, right? This is fun, right? Hopefully you find some fun in this, else I have no fucking clue why you're watching this live stream. This is absolutely nothing. This is nothing compared to when I go live to celebrate all of us. Now, this is a celebration for all of us because this channel would not be possible without you. But a celebration for all of us when Bitcoin finally takes that leg, right? And you finally see for all the altcoins that you own, you finally see Bitcoin dominance do this and altcoins really begin to run. Caspa's up at 50 cents. Cardano breaks $1. XRP gets out of its safety zone and starts to go towards $1. H-bar is breaking towards prior all-time highs. Guys, that is when shit is going to get exciting, and I'm going to be live streaming for that shit. And that is when we're going to have a good time. Keep in mind when I do those live streams, any emotions that come out is just pure excitement because we were here for hell in 2022. But emotions are a money killer, so you have to have, obviously, a logical exit strategy. We're still going to have fucking fun with it, though. All right, guys, championship round Quant versus Caspa. Let's make relatively short order of this, guys. Look, I'm going to go to actually one chart. This chart. Quant has done nothing but losing steam against Bitcoin since inception. Caspa is on an upward trajectory. Look at this chart. There's just no contest, right? There's no contest in terms of, from a TA perspective, which charts are stronger. Yes, Quant does have more price data, but there's enough price data here for me since mid-22. I mean, we have nearly 2 years of price data. Caspa is the clear champion. Clear champion. This does not take a lot of analysis. Caspa has a significantly stronger BTC pairing chart as well as USD chart than Quant. Caspa, you are the crypto TA champion of 2024. Let's fucking go. Greg's probably sitting back and thinking that this whole thing's been rigged because he wanted Tau to win. Dude, you got to give the edge of Caspa, man. All things considered, I provide a very good rationale for it. I see your comment. So I was surprised you picked Caspa. No one saw that coming. Still salty. He never got down what I told him. Hey, Greg, I'll tell you this. I'm not salty about not getting into Tau when you told me, but I do look back and say, son of a bitch. The next time Greg, I'm not, you think I'm shitting you, I'm not. The next time Greg brings up a project that he keeps telling me about on the live stream in the bear market, I hate to talk about the bear market, but the bear market of 2025-26, the next time Greg brings this shit up, I'm listening. All ears open, my friend. All ears open. I'm not salty about shit, but I'm listening to you. Guys, I just wanted to say one more time before we sign out here. We're going to sign out here in a moment. I guess I am drinking for a long time. Don't worry. If you know, I love you too, Black Oil. Don't worry, Chris. At some point, XLM will break $1. Don't you worry, guys. I just wanted to say, in all sincerity, I have a lot of fun doing this channel. I really do, and you know, I hope that it really comes through. You know, when I do say thank you, because I am very appreciative of the support that I have for the channel. Again, whether I have 3,500 subscribers or 35,000 subscribers. The thing that really makes me, I'm not trying to get corny with you, but the thing that makes me feel really good inside is when I can bring things up on the chart here. I can share my information with you, and I know it's making a difference. You're learning something, and you're just carrying it forward with yourself. There's a reason I have carry it forward on all of my videos, right? So more than anything, I want you to walk away from this channel hopefully with a smile. I know sometimes I listen to podcasts or certain radio stations to try to escape certain things and to try to, I don't know, just enjoy life. Like, I hope you get some enjoyment out of this. It helps you escape certain things and just have a moment to laugh, but also, even more importantly to me, that you learn something. It's really important on this channel. I really want you to feel like you walk away truly learning something. So, cheers, everyone. Cheers, everyone. Tomorrow may end up being a longer live stream just because I do want to get to your TA questions. Normally, I do them today. I know some people were dropping TA questions in the comments. So I want to make sure we have enough time to get to that tomorrow. I also want to make sure we have enough time to cover key charts that I want you to pay attention for this weekend, or certain price levels to pay attention to, as we typically do. Once again, thank you for all of the engagement. A special thank you to every person who dropped a super chat. Todd, Greg, Raghorn, all three of you guys. Thank you so much. And until next time, everybody, we are moving forward after a year of live streaming together. Until next time, everybody, let's all spread awareness. Let's carry the education forward. Take care, everyone. Good to see everyone. Caspa is the champion. Glad I own a fuck ton of it.